there. Welcome back to the Fanboy Cantina. It's a little bit of a different time here on a Sunday morning, or maybe it's a little bit later wherever you are. This is our Halloween episode, and we're joined by Mr. C. Mr. C, how are you doing today?
Excited for the Halloween season in general. Excited to have our, if we could call it, the second annual Halloween special on the Fanboy Cantina channel. It is good to be around and to make merriment. So we're doing good. And yeah, we are at a different kind of a time, but pumpkins have got to get carved and nighttime events have got to be engaged in and honored. So here we go with a bit of an early shift, a matinee, if you will.
I like the matinee. That's a good word for it. Yeah. So Mr. C, you've been busy. So we were just chatting a little bit before hitting the live button here. It's been a year since our last Halloween episode because that's how it works. But in the past year, you've developed the Mr. C Dives In channel, and I think just to take a brief moment to reflect on it. So in this episode, we're going to talk about the Sven event and also the Ghostbusters Haslab and other topics that you may have that folks may post. But so talking about Sven, it's really great how much the channel has developed over the past year.
Well, I'm pleased to share thoughts and share experiences, to be part of Sven community, to be a Svenologist, the little phrase that I coined there, a studier of that which is Svengoolie. And let's I got the one shot now. Let's let's recognize my guys in the background here. Reddit, joining the Reddit group. So that for example, of a good Svengoolie community, the Reddit group, congratulations to them. They just hit 3,000 subscribers. So that's a really fun group of Sven fans, as is
Sorry, I now screwed it up. Let's stick this.
That's all right. Yes. As is the Warner generated Facebook group of the Svengooligans. So it's just good to participate in these communities. But yeah, I'm having fun with it, and we're on both channels here, Fanboy Cantina and Mr. C Dives In. We've been doing some looking at the newer Sven products, the Super 7 figure and all that stuff. So I'm having fun with it. I'm glad that you're along for the ride, that we're having a good time of it.
Awesome. So everybody should not while you're watching this video, but afterwards, hop over to Mr. C Dives In and click the subscribe button and check out some of Mr. C's videos here. And we've got it down at the bottom here, the scrolling shout out to the Svengoolie outlets, Terror Daves and to others. All right, so this is our excuse me. So yesterday was my son's birthday here at the house, and so I'm losing my voice a little bit. It was a little bit something. All right, so this is our Halloween 2023 episode, and let's talk about the joy of Svengoolie. So you were on a field trip yesterday, and there were some other. October is a big Sven month for good reason, right? It is the Halloween season. It's fall. It's all of that. But what do you have to share with us today, Mr. C?
Well, let's go in order. We're going to speak on two of the major Sven events that are both recent, and the two of the major things on the Sven calendar throughout any given year. And again, Terror Dave was good enough to be in the field correspondent and contributor again on this. But are you able to navigate the?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Again, someday I'll upgrade the laptop again. But in the meanwhile, I'm working off of, as I've said on my channel, the backup laptop.
Just a few things here in the comments. Will there be any costumes worn today? Let's go. Yeah, no, obviously. Actually, I am wearing my bric-a-brac T-shirt from Bric-a-brac Records in Chicago, and so here it is. I do really love this. You can see the Elvira,
Man.
and then where's Sven?
Oh,
There's Sven
oh,
right
in the
there,
corner pocket.
right there, right there.
Excellent.
So yeah, not a costume, but I am really happy with this shirt. All right, other comments? My feeling, yeah, it's no, 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 yeah, that's right. And you guys, okay, nice. You guys are wearing some
Ah,
They love.
see what you did there.
Mr. C lives the horror life 24/7, 365, and 2024 year of getting spent on the live stream. That would be cool. Yes, I agree. The shirt is amazing, and Blue Sasquatch, thank you for taking
Hey,
some
Blue.
time. Happy Halloween indeed to you as well.
Excellent. Excellent.
Excellent.
Excellent.
All right. So now I will go to the images and click them through. Am I in order?
Yep, we're good. Yeah. So again, checking out, speaking of all things Halloween related and one of the major players. So if you're a customizer, it is worthwhile. It's worth the time to check out Casual Crafters channel, because here's photo one of the Vincent Price that he recently put out, and then if we can go to photo two, the before and the after, the in the works, and
Amazing.
then the completed. So again, if that doesn't look like Vincent Price, I don't know what does. But shout out to Crafter for crafting and for being able to put that Vincent Price look together there. So next photo, if you will, good sir, that one of the newer Sven merchandise items. It was just freshly off the block, just recently released, and very quick to sell out in the stores. There I was driving to work, minding my own business. And lo and behold, somebody in the neighborhood, not too far away down the street, there was the inflatable Sven. Now look at it; it's got that classic one eye bigger than the other eye, look of surprise, or that quizzical look. You got the rubber chicken there. The lights are really strong in there. I do want to pass by again, not go knock on the door, not go knock on the door, but to see the light up feature at nighttime. So yeah, I thought it was really cool, especially since this sold out so quickly that somebody not too far away had bought one. So that's really cool.
650 units sold out in just like that, really, really quickly.
Now, as we said, coming to these big two events, we did try to load Terror Dave from terrordaves.com went to, as did Nanette, as did Warner, went to the Nightmare on Chicago Street in Elgin. And Dave took a bunch of video. I have put a couple of those videos to my channel, and I had loaded some of those videos today, but no surprise, the technical glitch. In the past, when we tried to play actual video, we had a buffering situation when we did the test drive just before we went live. Video didn't come out and play. The audio played, but without the video. So I'll continue to sort through Dave's library and wealth of footage that he shot, but we won't have that right here, right now for today. Needless to say that the Nightmare on Chicago Street was a major event. It looked like a major success. So that was a beautiful thing. And then moving on to Volo, the exterior shot there with the bat light, with the Batman. You can't even call it a flashlight. So there's the entrance to Volo, and this was a venture undertaken last year. It was J Spy and me checking this out. This year it was Junkyard and me on the scene. So I just wanted to first get establish the crowd. And so the next few pictures, if you're ready to click through, showed the line on the outside.
Oh my goodness.
And that's just early on. So the next ones are interior shots showing the size of the crowd from the inside. And again, a virtual madhouse, if you will, a significant gathering of Sven fans and Svengooligans and Sven pals and all that business.
Where is excuse me, where is the Volo Museum? Where
Well, the Volo Museum is in Volo, Illinois, and formerly known as the Volo Auto Museum, because previously you could see a Batmobile, a Speed Racer Mach 5, a Blues Brothers Bluesmobile and various other famous TV and movie cars and vehicles. So they've expanded their game a heck of a lot. If we can go to the next photo, we'll see just a bit of. They also have the Munsters Dragula and the Munsters Mobile, and there's some statues of Herman and Grandpa hanging around. This was in showroom 3, which is the room in which Sven did the signings. Just a couple other things then to just showing briefly what else is in stock at Volo. Last year we spoke about they added boats stuff. You mentioned about your grandfather doing wood carvings of boats, so I grabbed a quick picture of a well-crafted boat right in there. Look at the shine on that thing, right? You're not finding wooden. I mean, maybe you still are in some kind of a way, but I got to figure by and large, we're using other materials these days. Again, back in our youth, you had a decent, significant appreciation of Herbie. So I grabbed a quick shot of Herbie right there. And that's great. And trying to cover all the stuff. And so the Speed Racer, the cartoon, the Mach 5, which then made it to the live action big screen. So that was all good. And then if we keep going, next up we have I'm out of sequence there. So Casual Crafter not only did a Vincent Price, Casual Crafter did a zombie Captain America. So again, Crafters, he also did a Morbius, the Spider-Man vampire. So Crafter's got his own Halloween theme stuff going. That's really great. This next shot.
Wait, hold on. Let's catch up on the comments here.
Let's catch up comments. Let's get
so Trice. Okay, yeah, I talked about the shirt already. I think I had that one. Sergi asks, is Blue live? And yes, Blue's got my coffee. And okay, I don't know what's going on.
And Shy Stars Batman. Blue, I got both my Horror House mug right here and drinking the Boris Karloff coffee from. Oh, hey, yeah.
So Dave writes, great job spotting the inflatable Sven. You must have driven past Warner's house.
Warner, are you live with us? Are you live with us, pal? Was that your place I drove by, Warner? We're not confirming or denying the location of Warner's residence, but I wouldn't be surprised if out in front of Warner's house right this minute is the inflatable Sven, to be sure.
You know, in the Svengooligans group on Facebook, which I think is like, what, 250,000 of people? I'm not sure. There's like different groups with, I think it's a quarter million. It's some huge number. There are so many posts of that inflatable Sven in people's front yards, and I'm a little bit jealous. I'm feeling a little bit of the jealous vibe. They need to crank that thing up. I mean, it could be year round.
I would figure since it sold out so quickly, they got to realize that, or they might realize that there is more market for it, and it would be awesome if they did an additional run.
It would be nice. It would be nice. All right. And whoa, that's a lot of sick puppies in one place. Looking at the crowd, waiting to see Sven. That's awesome.
Jimmy boy, taking a shot at us all. I see. All right.
And TriStar is Batman. How's the okay? All right, banter just happening within the chat. All right.
Yeah. Blue, how are you enjoying your coffee? A whole little side conversation.
Ordered an extra large, but with inflation, I had to go back. Yes, very good. And we need an inflatable. Yeah, that's all right. That'd be kind of gross, actually. Honestly.
Boy.
Right. So back to the imagery here.
Yeah. So, and then again, with this synchronicity, looking around, different things pop up. So I'm unfamiliar with Steve and Crypto, but coming this week. So I don't know if this has already aired or if it's pending to air. But SteveandCrypto.com, they're going to have some kind of their own Halloween special and Sven interview. So that's something I'm looking forward to checking out. And then, as we said, the Volo video didn't materialize for us, but we have up next some Dave taking photos. Or I took the photo of Dave's video, if you will. But so this, I guess, was the lineup, if I'm remembering right. And Dave, feel free to correct me. this was going to be the lineup area for people to get sign a signature from Sven. But you can see they really did an extravagant job just in the single shot of getting the replicated spider web up in the trees and in the decorations around there. You can see in the background there's a school bus, but that was like the zombie high school band, or if that wasn't the exact name of it, it's something similar to that. And if we can carry on in the photos, there's some significant talk. Okay, so we're not in costumes, but for somebody who's looking to see costumes, that's some next level costume gear right there. I'll say with humor, no shortage of porta potties were available at the event. So if you're looking ever to go to Elgin for Nightmare on Chicago Street, and that's part of your deciding factor, is will I have access to the porta potty? And they look like they're well stocked on porta potties. Okay, go ahead, Chief. Flip again, and blurrier again. Maybe I should have paused it before I hit it, but this is a blurry Sven in the middle of the judging of the costumes. Now, no last shot we're dressing porta potties, but there was a creepy Michael Myers, like trying to. I think he was staring Dave down. Look at that, right? There's everybody else's head is facing the stage, but there's creepy Michael Myers' face.
Messed up.
and when I was selecting it, right, so how the cameras will like put the little yellow box, they'll zoom in around a face. So the little yellow box went around his face, and I'm like, quit scaring me in my own devices. All right, flip. What do we got? Okay, so this was, again, look at that classic Universal Monsters poster right there, and the Lagoon poster. You still got your regular stuff of the rental guy. Okay, but there's the cardboard cutout for Sven. So this was the inside of the signing area. Again, their video exists. Nanette getting to hang out with Sven in there, Warner to hang out with Sven in there, and people unknown to me, of course, well, because it was a big line again, because it's a major event. So good stuff, fun stuff. I think next up, if we're able to get it, it's still dragging. So I think this is the band coming in again next, G, or what do we have? Yep. So there's the zombie band with the safe zone poster in the background. I think that's pretty cool. Of the many elements of entertainment they have there, that's a pretty cool feature. Some of the other things, there's another band shot. And so, right, it's not a tiny band. It's a well coordinated event. A little bit more of the spider decoration next, and then something a little bit more extreme. And first of all, it's enough work to get the spider web decorations around there. But I want to see who's like their architect consultant or what, because then they have a simulated plane crash, or they find a way to, I don't know, is it a cantilever system or what kind of supports they have, but they have a prop plane appearing as though it crashed into the garage building. And
that's crazy.
I mean, that you want to talk about going all in, you want to talk about take it to 11, you want to talk about no holds barred. I mean, that's these coordinators of the Nightmare on Chicago Street. I say for a fun event, they're not playing around. They're all in on it. I think
you can see the tentacles also at the top of the
But you think you could just do tentacles. You could just do a plane crash.
Right.
But there's both.
Yes. Yep. So
coming up next is again, I'm not sure what the name of this creature is, but it's definitely a nightmare. It's definitely horrific. Yep. The next one, I believe, is like a zombie pod.
Oh my goodness!
And I hope that's not a live person in there, right? I hope or if it is a live person and they're cool with hanging out inside a zombie pod, then that's great. And again, Dave, if you're still in comments and if you're able to clarify if that's a wax person or a live person, then they had some more like zombie plane work. So again, they're assembling. It's not an actual flying plane; it's a prop plane, and they're assembling it. Before you can see from the photo, it's not nighttime yet, so it's whatever time in the afternoon that Dave was able to pregame over there. where do they store this stuff?
Yeah, exactly.
What kind of municipal trucks and stuff are they bringing all this stuff out? And it's amazing. But I'm pretty sure that's the ZD instead of the civil defense, the zombie defense logo on the plane there. They even went and had, like, again, it was just a real actual car that had better days, but then they had like a flipped over car to show like zombie upheaval,
Oh my goodness.
and it's they spared no expense. They went all in. The next one is like a giant kind of like
Oh
a
my goodness.
double body. See, again. So, gee, as we've now gone through the again with the video, we'll come back to
Yeah.
a different time. What are your overall impressions now on the Elgin event, now that we've had a good cross sample of the photos?
Well, I'm just astounded by the spectacle. I've seen other photos as well where you can see the crowd, the size of the crowd. It's just an enormous event of people coming out for the horror element, and also the with Sven as, what is it, the mayor, or what at this event,
Near
the
the safe zone.
safe zone leader or something like that. It's a celebration of Sven too. So it's really impressive, this thing. And just in the comments, just quickly here, that might be a skin. Okay, from a Skinwalker costume. Dave writes, yes, that's where. Okay, that was earlier. That's where the line to see Svengoolie will be. This is 2 hours before the event opened. That queue line that was in the beginning. Yeah, the person that was not living, at least not anymore. Yeah, probably a little
That brings
tired.
me great comfort. And again, I hope the technical issues that we had with the video are not manifesting right now for the share screen. So there's again the Volo event, and there's Junkyard and me hanging out. Now this young guy right here, center, was he was a pretty cool guy. Him and the dad had the rubber chicken and the spider and the NECA. Sven, as you can see, some people are in the chicken costume or various other costumery.
Good golly.
Compared to last year, where there may be some more art related items or more creations, this was more of a, for my sample size of it, more people in line. We're having products, the giant, so again, overall, it was a good lot of fun. There's somebody with a Sven tattoo on their leg. These people actually made the old school sign. They put buckets on their heads and said they can cross Sven off of their bucket list. And in the corner there, if it's visible, we're looking at a Jada product, Frankenstein car and Frankenstein. So let me come out of the share screen now. And so it should be back to the, oh boy, this thing clicks so slowly. All right. Back to you and me, pal. So those are the Sven events, but we also have some more traditional, more in line with the spirit of the Fanboy Cantina channel. And I believe the people are ready for the drop, my friend. What are we looking at? What are you bringing to your own channel today?
Well, so what I wanted. Well, thank you for that, Mr. C. Really, really wonderful. And so you're gonna do a longer exposition dialogue about the event on the Mr. C. Dives
We
In
will
channel?
dive back into the waters again. I wish I could resolve for our. I know plenty of other channels are able to run a video clip, so we may one day get wise to that puzzle. But if not, I'll continue to put out the Dave shot footage in short format, either as a short or just as a short video. But also, spoilers, not spoilers. I was talking to Warner yesterday, looking to have Warner come on my channel again to speak on these recent events that he attended, and also when the first time Warner was on my channel as a solo guest, we got through a good amount of his collection, but you and Warner having vastness of collection in common. Warner's got a lot of material. So yeah, I'm looking to have Nanette on again in the future when her schedule allows. I'm looking to have Warner on again when his schedule allows, so we can get a firsthand report of actual attendees that would go with both of the live events that just went by.
That's good. That's good. All right. Yeah. And everybody should subscribe to the Mr. C Dives In channel. And then let's take a quick look at am I current? No, I'm not current on the comments. Okay. So Any video of the okay. We talked about the video clip bit, so we've covered that. Dave writes, my overall impression of what I've just seen is that I should stick to photography and live video to Fanboy G. Yeah, I mean, the video clips are helpful for just being able to, if you feel like you're there and get to walk around. So that is cool.
I never want to contradict Dave or have a different opinion than his own self scouting.
Yes.
So that being noted, we don't have a fair sample representation because I couldn't get the video to actually play. So that being said, without having the video actually play live on the show, we can't give a true report on. But to my eye, it's well shot video. I mean, just even Nanette saying hi, Mr. C. Warner in his full original Jerry G. Bishop costumery saying hi, Mr. C. That's pretty good stuff.
I saw the pictures of the Jerry G. Bishop outfit. That was amazing. That was a good likeness.
Talking about all in, Warner was again dialed up to 11.
Yep. When's it? This live stream is still happening right now. Is this live? Yes, it's still live. It's still live. So Mr. C, earlier this week, or no, Friday, so it would have been last week because today's Sunday. So Friday, on the 10/27 live stream from Hasbro Pulse, they announced the second Haslab for Ghostbusters. So the second Haslab is for Ghostbusters is a 2-pack. It is the PKE meter as well as the Ghost Trap. So this set costs $300 for the 2 items here. I forget how much the proton pack was. The wand, the Neutrona wand, I think it was originally $100. Now I think it's 130 something bucks. So with this set, it's $300. You get the 2 props, and both of these things were scanned from the original movie prop. So you've got a film, as close as they can, right, in terms of turning those props into toys. Pretty close to accurate rendition of the of these items from Ghostbusters. So with the PKE meter, it does have LED lights. It also does the effect that appeared in Ghostbusters Afterlife with the taser mode. So there's a trigger and it sprouts out the 2 prongs and it does the taser mode. What I think is impressive is because it's hard between these. And so I think if you're a stickler to a particular look or truly movie accurate, it's probably a little bit funky because they try to get these items to cover across, the look in Ghostbusters 1 versus 2 versus Afterlife. So, there's a bit of a mixture or a confluence of stuff happening here. But nonetheless, I think it's a cool effect that they've rendered in the PKE meter. And then with the other piece, so the Ghost Trap, that is this thing. And I love this. I'm going to take a sidebar. So I think we talked about this like a year ago this time. My younger self, Ghostbusters comes out, and I had the Ghostbusters costume. I had this really uncomfortable jumpsuit. I think I had a patch on the side. I had this like beat up backpack from I don't know when. It was like a space backpack, so that was my proton pack. And then I had this broken M16 toy from SWAT, the TV show SWAT in the 70s. And so it was broken. And so I like put a thing on it and it became my Neutrona wand thing. And so I loved it. Oh yeah. And then with the Ghost Trap though, I had, Army Navy surplus stores were like a bigger thing, I think, in previous decades than they are today. You don't find them that often. Anyway, so I had like an ammo can because ammo, why not have an ammo can? But then I had put like masking tape and other stuff to make a Ghost Trap. Long way to bring it back to this thing. So for me, seeing an actual ghost trap like this with the removable containment unit is just particularly awesome. And it has, I think, a 9-foot cord that attaches to the thing along with the pedal. Um, I was thinking about a video, whether it's a live stream or something else, because I don't like the whole crowdfunding thing here, like with the Haslabs. Um, I'm a little bit conflicted because if it allows for these larger like prop things or larger toys or whatever, I like that it's being produced at all versus not being produced, because you can't take something like this or take the gamble at a retailer. Is this stuff going to sell? So yeah, I like that they exist, but then at the same time, it is a little bit messed up that you put the $300 outlay, and then like a year later you'll hopefully get the thing. So I don't know. I gotta sort through my feelings about it. I know that retro blasting has a particular sharp view about about crowdfunding. I get it. Uh, I'm probably not in that end of the continuum. Mr. C, what did you think? Oh yeah, go ahead.
Well, no, retro blasting, is a long-standing channel with a high number of
Yeah,
subscribers and a lot
yeah.
of fun and interesting stuff. And that being said, there's a validity to the argument, or to Michael French's side of the story, that why would the corporation need to get the money from the individual up front? But so, I mean, right. So on one hand, just if you don't want to pay up front for the Haslab stuff, then don't. And it's fair to criticize the structure and participate in it. It's fair to criticize the structure and not participate in it. So all that being said, but that is some good looking material for those. I mean, I don't know, is it exact, museum caliber, movie accurate prop looking, but it just, from the
Hmm.
shots you had, if you could put them up again like that ghost trap looks like a really good ghost trap. And now
Yeah,
I'll just say direct, I'm not going to put the money out for that, but it's a finely built device. I mean, again, because people who were young when we were young and who are
hmm,
now older and are in a position to take these jobs and create these things. I mean, Bill Murray, Aykroyd, it could be right there in the hand. So I mean, that's,
hmm.
and again, to go back, I guess I'm working in backwards order here. You're calling it a sidebar, but I would say that's the target of the bullseye right there. Is that when you were younger, you connected to that stuff. That's of all the things we were at the video game places, we were at the in-home video games, we were at whatever else we did running around in our youth, the toy stores. But that was something we had not done, was hit the trick or treat run
Hmm.
on Halloween, and this being the Halloween season. So, dude, that what do you got? It's good to break out the old pictures and the old memories and say I had it pretty good in my youth. And so then specifically for you, that was Ghostbusters was a part of that, and it's
Yeah.
an amazingly good movie, and it's a whole thing. It's taken on a life of its. The Ghostbusters have taken on a life of their own. So hey, it's all good, and it's fun, and what else are we gonna do? As a enjoyable distraction. Let's have some enjoyable distractions in the world.
For all of the fixation that I have on Star Wars and GI Joe stuff, like Ghostbusters is kind of like not on the, it's off in the periphery, right? Not something that's front of mind for me, but nonetheless, it has that that soft spot, or that sweet spot, or whatever spot, for me, of a franchise or of a film that really was wonderful, really was wonderful. And I did back this thing. I do have also the proton pack from the previous Haslab. I look forward to the wheels of that ghost trap and running across my kitchen floor and the satisfaction of seeing it go across, even as 50 whatever old guy. I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to that experience. And just in the comments here, okay, so is the next stream, is the next live stream gonna, is next live stream is live, or is it be a dead stream? Will live stream be a night, so it'd be Night of the Living Dead stream? Will I find ghosts with that PKE? So it does have an LED effect. It does have LED effects where the arms will are motorized and they'll go up. In addition to pulling the trigger, that prompts the that taser effect thing on it. So that's cool. Who you? Yes, that's right. When I was young, I would pick and call it Slimer. Let's see. Okay, yeah. So this is on that point about the concept of this crowdfunding. Doesn't Hasbro make enough money without actually proof? Yeah, I totally get that. It is a bit funky. I think with was it Michael French? He's likened it to, you're giving a loan to whomever it is, whether it's the Hasbro or Super 7's got its own Kickstarter kind of thing, crowdfunding kind of thing. So yeah, I understand that. I understand that one. Warning, slime doesn't do well on shag carpet. That makes sense. Extension cord and a toaster, bam, gotta go shaft. That's true. It is a bit like that, huh? You just put some wheels at the bottom.
See, now Blues got me wanting to go to like a home department and like a Target or get to the hardware store and test it out. I mean, get some solid electrician tape on that extension cord and fix it to the toaster and hey, you get ghosts and toasts. Blue, you're an innovator, and we're glad to have you along for the ride.
Yeah, Chai G writes, I would crowdfund a real extending lightsaber without lighted tube. Yeah. So it's like what they show on the Galaxy Star Cruiser videos where, it would seem to be a functioning lightsaber. Yeah, that would be particularly awesome. I understand Hacksmith is still working on, or no, I think it exists, a home version of a functioning, lightsaber kind of thing where it's a butane like torch. It looks cool from the videos. Yeah, it seems a little dangerous too.
It probably is cool. It probably is cool.
What's the worst that could happen? Yeah. Probably a lot.
Butane. Yeah. Butane, propane, hey.
Yeah.
Probably a lot.
Well, Mr. C, so this was a lot of fun, and I appreciate you coming on a Sunday morning or afternoon for some folks in different time zones. So appreciate you and appreciate folks for joining in. You can see from the bottom scroll, we've been flipping it around a little bit. Check out the Svengoolie outlets, whether it's on Facebook or on Reddit, Svengooligans. Also, you've got, Mr. C, the Horror House mug in your hands. So you can check that out. Check them out on Chicago's North Side, as well as check them out online at crypticcloset.com. That's a handsome thing. And we also have a virtual field trip on this channel of the Horror House spot. So please do check that one out. And then, okay, when's the next live stream? At a couple hours? Yeah, probably not. I'm not sure what we're going to cover next time here on this channel, at least. But I wanted to flip this up here, Mr. C. This was at, I think, the best Ace Hardware that I've ever been to.
Oh yeah.
We're already there, apparently. I don't know how long that thing's been there, but that is a 19-foot inflatable snowman, and somehow the ceilings are tall enough to allow for a 19-foot thing to be indoors. Yeah, that's intense.
So we're kind of a full circle here. We opened with a Svengoolie inflatable. We're now closing out with an Ace Hardware 19-foot tall. And you're the candy cane, right? The candy cane on its own right would be a pretty good inflatable. But you got the green gloves there, the blue trim, the scarf. Like this guy's he's got a Svengoolie like top hat on himself. It's a beautiful thing. This is an excellent, you know,
I'm impressed. I'm impressed that such a thing, one, exists, and then two, that somebody's got enough clearance in their front yard. I mean, I guess if you have a big enough front yard, this could kill a guy. If he knocked over and collapsed on somebody. Yeah, no, I don't think it would kill a guy, but yeah. So that is great. Okay, so Chai Sergi, great live stream. Gotta catch them all. What are your fanboy kids dressing up as this year? That's a good question. So my daughter was Eve from a Wall-E, and my son is a combination of like a Jedi Spider-Man. Yeah, that's what we got going on. Yeah,
that sounds cool.
Yeah. How about you, Mr.
Little
C?
creativity. I think we're looking at some sports figures, and as I understand, there's a current Minnesota Vikings receiver currently on a little injured reserve that we picked up the jersey the other day out of the sports store, but also, being a Chicago people, we might have found our way to a Walter Payton jersey and maybe a possible Bears helmet to go with it. So, time in 48 hours, all the mysteries will be resolved. We'll see what actual costumes fly on the day of. And I'll reference that there was a time where we were all set to go as Spider-Man. And so I was crafting a Venom, a black shirt, and I had cut up a white T-shirt and so last minute, then we switched off a Spider-Man to Captain America. So I'm just saying there is some possibility of some last minute game change business over here, but that's part of the fun of the season. Again, as we're coming to the close, thanks to Dave for taking the photos and also the video, which some did a different format. We'll get the Sasquatch is dropping the bear traps, dogs and bear traps.
Oh yes.
I'm loving the Chai Star and Blue Sasquatch banter here. Again, congrats to the Reddit group for hitting 3,000 people. It's cool to be part of the community of the Cantina life, and let's wind out of here before our loyal commenters.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Mr. C, and thanks everybody for tuning in. Appreciate you. Appreciate everybody for spending a little bit of time here. Do us a favor, hit the like, hit the subscribe, go to Mr. C Dives In, and also hit the like and hit the subscribes over there. We appreciate you all. And thanks so much. Happy Halloween. Be safe. And until next time, take care. Thanks, everybody. This has been the Fanboy Cantina.